You first took a stake in Rosebank back in 2018. Did you ever envisage it would take so long to get approval in this way?
Yeah, well, good afternoon. These projects are technically and policy complex. That is something we are quite used to, and today we are in a way reaching an important milestone, which we think is important for UK investment, jobs, and really for the supply chain as well.
Why has it taken so long, do you think, to get to this point?
Now, first of all, we acquired the operatorship in 2019. Since then, we have worked hard with our partners, the contracting companies, to transform this project and today deliver something which is future fit and actually benchmarks really well across our global portfolio.
Now, your partner, Ithaca Energy, I think you own 80%, Ithaca owns 20%. Will you be splitting the investment in that proportion? It's $3.8 billion in total.
Yeah, that's correct. So the total in capex investment for the phase one is at 3.8 billion pounds, which we split into 80-20.
And in terms of having that capital to hand, are you all set to go on that front?
Yes, we are now set to go ahead. The announcement today also means that we're committing to inwards investment into the UK. As I said, creating jobs, but also making sure that this is a contribution to energy security and the industry as such, and keeping the supply chain also busy for a while to come.
Now, environmental campaigners are threatening a legal challenge to the government's decision today. Are you anticipating hold-ups?
Well, we're not anticipating hold-ups, So our focus now is really to mature the project, and stick to our plans and make sure this will become a good project for us as operator, for our partners, Ithaca, and of course for the UK, and something to be proud about.
So the assumptions that you are making, I mean, we spoke to Ithaca today. They expect production to begin in 2026. That is your assumption too?
So we target 2026, which is a real ambitious target, and we will do everything in our capacity to achieve that target. But we say startup is in between 26 and early 27.
Now, obviously, this is quite a polarising issue. A lot of people were opposed to this development. I just wonder, how is developing Rosebank consistent with Equinor's aim of being a net zero carbon business by 2050?
Yeah, you say it. We are a net zero company, so our trajectory is equal to the trajectory in societies. And we invest heavily into the transition scope. So for each pound we invest into the upstream in the UK, we invest about 2 into the energy transition space. So we are a broad energy provider, especially to the UK, and we will continue to do so. But at the same time, I think we can't lose sight of continuing investment into oil and gas as we still use it in our daily lives.
And put Rosebank into context, if you would, please, of your overall operations in UK and Ireland, because you are very, very active on the renewables front as well here.
Yeah, we are. We are actually a company operating 4 offshore wind farms, right? We have pioneered first floating wind farm. We have, we are about to bring the world's largest offshore wind farm, Rosebank, on stream, online, very, very eminently. And indeed, we are doing a lot of investments into hard to abate sectors, decarbonizing in heavy industries, in Teesside, in Humber, developing hydrogen technologies and CO2 storage technologies. And all of that goes hand in hand together with our upstream presence, which we just recently have been focusing as well with the acquisition of the Suncor portfolio.
OK, Arne, we have to leave it there. Big day for you. Thanks very much for joining us. Appreciate it.